We have not done a Q&A for a long time, so we thought, why not? What's it like being with the same person for that long? You get tired of them, you know?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever feel like you missed out on dating other people? What's up? What's up, Cordle Fam? Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back to the channel.
We hope you're having a great day.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
have not done a Q&A for a long time, so we thought, why
Let's
not?
do one.
Yeah. So we are
Kind
gonna.
of dealio here.
We asked on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you gotta follow me on Instagram. It is at Devin Cordle. Okay.
By the way, first video filmed in our new house. We do not live here,
No, we didn't.
but
We didn't.
somebody's babysitting Ivy at our current house that we're staying at. So
We came to our new house.
we took the opportunity to film here
Yes, exactly. So sorry. If
while we watch the grass get watered.
yeah. Okay. So this is like a relationship marriage Q&A. Let's start with this. What would be your perfect date night? For me personally, it would be I have a few, I don't know, I guess it depends on the mood. Like if I don't want to dress up, I want to get Chinese food and go to a drive-in movie and eat it in the back of the truck and then cuddle and watch the movie. Or dress up nice, go out to eat, go to a movie. I don't know, just be with you. What about you?
Yeah, just be with you.
What's your perfect date night?
I don't know. I like the nights that we do something that we don't like normally do.
Like
Which,
a
but I
tour?
guess both of those things we don't normally do. But I mean, like the night we went to the Braves game.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Because I feel
different.
like I hold not hold, but I don't know. I feel like it's a more of a memory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
Than just like
Going out to eat a movie. Right. How many times do y'all travel a year, or does it matter to y'all?
Well, so we used to only travel like once, maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
If I worked a lot of overtime. But since TikTok and everything, we've been traveling more.
To meet people
To meet
and
people,
all
but
that.
it's nice because like we meet people so we can like stay with them. So, we're not like paying as
We don't
much
have to pay
most
for
of
like
the
plane
time.
tickets and stuff.
Right.
And then we're about to have a lot of people come to us, so
Right.
we're excited.
Yeah.
How was y'all's marriage after y'all had Ivy?
It was good. I mean, we were both like so focused on her, especially because since she was our first baby, we were all focused on her. So like we couldn't really focus on us.
It was
you know?
definitely new because we had been together for 8 years
Yeah.
at that point, and so we only knew each other. Only like, so having somebody new in your life, it was a change that we had to adapt to.
Yeah.
But our marriage was still good. It just wasn't it's like after the initial few weeks of the newborn phase wore off and stuff, we were like, okay, we got to get back in our groove of things.
Right, yeah.
Like on going on dates and
Yeah.
just being Hunter and Devin.
Right. Yeah.
So I definitely would say we didn't lose it, but you're just distracted.
Right.
How do you maintain having quality time with your spouse since having a baby?
We just have to make time for each other. So whether that's like at night when we put Ivy to bed or while she naps,
Right.
or we try like at least a couple times a month to like have somebody watch her. Whether it's, we go out on a date or even if it's like a day date,
Yeah. It's been weird. We've definitely learned to be more intentional. So, how do y'all still have personal stuff yet still show y'all's lives on social?
First of all, we only put on here what we choose to put on here.
And that's like a minute video.
Right.
So there's so much more in the day that happens
Right.
that we don't share.
Yeah. And not all of our videos were filmed like that day.
Right.
Like sometimes we'll film a video and we won't post it for a few
Right.
days. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Yeah. We'll have like content days, I guess, when we're like, so we need to film a few videos. So that day we just kind of know, like, we go somewhere, let me film. Like,
We definitely
that kind of
plan when we film YouTube videos, obviously,
Oh,
because that's
YouTube,
more
for
like
sure.
a whole day event versus like just a minute or two
Right.
like TikTok. Most of our TikToks are spontaneous.
they're very spontaneous, and that's what I love about it because
Yeah.
it's not forced filling or
Right.
that we're having to we don't what's the word, pre-plan our videos. Like, yeah, if there's trends or there's trends of like that I'll see, ask your husband this or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of assume we're going to be asked that of each other eventually, maybe, if not.
Right.
But they're very spontaneous, and a lot more happens off the camera than what y'all see.
Oh yeah.
So, it's just a little glimpse. How are y'all intimate but still act like best friends in y'all's videos? Also, I'm a huge fan. Love ya.
Love you so much.
Would Megan? I guess kind of back to that same question, the other one. I mean, we're just best friends.
Yeah.
It's
We've
like-
also been together for 10 years. So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, really, we don't know like life without each other because we started dating when we were like 13 and 14.
Yeah.
So.
I guess because they see what y'all see is like really goofy and whatnot.
Right.
But like I said, obviously that's just a few seconds of our day, and it depends on our mood. Like, I'm not always in a silly mood like y'all see all the time, like sometimes I can be more serious, or if I'm, and then
Yeah.
we're more romantic and whatever.
Right. Obviously, no, we're not going to film that.
Oh god. So I don't know. It's just I don't know because I obviously find him very attractive and very funny, and all that makes me more attracted to him. So yeah. What is advice you have on a spiritual relationship? That is very important because that is our foundation of our relationship. We're Christians. And we've always been transparent about that. But I would say, as much as I love him, he can't be my God. You know, I can't rely on him 100% or he's gonna let me down, which can cause turmoil in our relationship.
Right.
So, and obviously there's times that I do that and I have to take a step back and I'm like, okay, I've been putting him first and it don't go good when I do that,
right.
You know? So we both have to have our individual relationship with God and then that just always brings us closer.
Mm-hmm.
What to do to increase intimacy? Not that. Just closeness with each other and knowing each other.
I think what we said, kind of like what we said already, is like be intentional with each other. Just like, you know, especially nowadays, just put your phone down.
Yeah.
Or even like plan. Like sometimes when we put Ivy to bed, we're like, okay, we're going to talk tonight.
Yeah.
You know, like we won't watch a movie. We won't, you know, look at our phones. We won't do our whatever work needs to be done. We'll just like talk, whether that's about us or about like our future, and you know what I'm saying. And we always like
excited.
Right. That's one thing that we do a lot. Is like we just talk about our future and just life, and it just makes us happy, you know.
Right. Because doing what we do now, like obviously he's still a firefighter, but working on social media, that does, I mean, even though we just might post once or twice a day, you know, there's still things like the back end of it. So for brand deals and all that, and so we have to really we actually just talked about this the other night, about being more intentional with our time together and you get in the habit of picking up your phone and checking numbers. It can become a numbers game and all that. So really to turn it off, set it down so we can be intimate and close together.
Yeah.
Effective communication tips.
Be intentional.
Yeah. But listen, be slow to speak.
You got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Be patient, you know. Sometimes I actually was watching a baby show with Ivy and it was talking about stop, breathe, think, then act.
Yeah.
Or stop, think, breathe, whatever.
Right.
Anyways, and that's so true even with us. Like, because I could be hot-headed a day and just want to react to everything you say, be offended and whatever.
Right.
So to really just take a minute and like stop and try to put myself in your shoes and be like, well, must be just really stressed, and this is just him getting it out, or, you know. And even
that's what I was about to say. Try to think about your partner too,
right.
Or even if it's a friend, you know, whoever. Just put yourself in their shoes and like, I wonder like what they're going through today that's making them act a certain way.
Right.
And then from that point, you can react.
Yeah, because like last night when you were getting irritated, you know, because Ivy's been going through a sleep regression, and as a parent, not getting enough sleep, it just can make your, you know, anyways. And I could tell, I could have reacted to you being upset. Right. But I understood where you know, I just tried to stop and think and put myself in your shoes. I'm like, he's just stressed out right now.
Yeah.
He's anxious. Like, just be there for him and not be like, you don't need to do that, you know?
By the way, we're talking like 3 weeks of not sleeping, not like a day or 2.
I know, it's
for the
record.
Struggle. That's why I was a little frustrated. I don't know how you people with like multiple kiddos. Sheesh, not for me, not for me.
Do you guys ever feel like you missed out on dating other people? Do you feel like you missed out dating other people?
No. I mean, sometimes. I'm kidding.
My answer is absolutely not.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like, we literally grew up together in a way, and so we've been through a toxic relationship with each other. Because there was a time that it was very toxic. I was super jealous and vice versa, and that was like freshman year of high school. So we were very immature, and we didn't have God at the center of our relationship. And then we went through just like, we had little breakups here and there, like that were like a week long or something. Right. You know, but no, I don't feel like I missed out on dating other people.
I mean, obviously,
I would have missed out on you.
You know what I mean? So.
That was weird.
That was weird.
How did you guys handle purity when dating? We've talked a little bit about it more in the other video, but just another quick thing. It was hard. I mean, we're human. You know, we make mistakes, and that was something we had to be super intentional with. And it wasn't just like, okay, we're not gonna have sex before marriage. It was our motives behind it. Like, okay, why? Right. And our why was because of our relationship with Christ.
And it was one of those things that like was like special for us to just wait, because especially we dated for so long like without it. So like obviously the older we got, like the more difficult it got not to, in a way. But at that point we had been dating for like, you know, however long, 4 or 5 years without it. And we were only 6 months or a year away from getting married. So we're like, well, we may as well not now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But still, there was the motive behind it was because of our relationship with Jesus. It's not like a one conversation and done. That was something we always had to go back to.
Right.
I mean, just like our relationship with Jesus, like with sin, you can, you know, thank goodness for his grace and thank goodness for his forgiveness, but you can't just say, I'm going to stop sinning. You know, we're human, you're going to mess up. And so just, you have to have that conversation within yourself and then with each other. Because if the enemy gets in, he can get you, you know? So, I hope that all made sense. So many questions are we going to have any more kids? And the answer is, we don't know. What?
That was such a letdown for them. Everybody's like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. We don't know, actually.
Yeah. Hunter would say no right now. I would say no right now.
Especially when I was up from 1:30 to 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what time the urologist opens in the morning, but I'm calling them. I'm going to set my clock for the timer and call.
I don't know. We are so content and we feel like we just want to be in the now. And it's okay if you plan ahead and stuff, but we just, I don't know, we're just so content with Ivy.
I'm also nervous because Devin like contracted several health issues while she was pregnant with Ivy.
Yeah.
So that worries me a lot.
I see where you're coming from.
You know?
Yeah. And I see that, but
like
I don't
things
know.
getting worse, you getting more things, the things you have now getting worse.
Yeah.
And for the baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
That's really like my like main thought when I think about it.
Yeah. So we're not trying at all. And I mean, it would be complete surprise if we got pregnant.
Right.
But I think we need way more time. You know?
So no time soon.
Yeah.
That's our plan anyway, but it's
question.
always gonna have a different plan.
What's it like being with the same person for that long? You get tired of them, you know?
No, sick of you.
No, it's like, it makes you, us anyways, it makes it harder every year that goes by to imagine life without you.
Oh, definitely.
You know? Like, we get very,
well, that's kind of what I said earlier.
I get very morbid thoughts. And I'm like, we're not going to be with each other one day. Like, one of us is going to die first and whatever. And that just, like, breaks my heart. But it's fun. Like, it's
fun thinking about dying.
No. It's fun being together with you that long because it's, like, a cool story to tell. But it's also, I don't have to, you know everything about me. So there's nothing I'm having to hide or come forth about, you know? So it's fun.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of things that, like, our friends that are our age that like didn't date somebody nearly as long. You know, they would date for a couple years and get married or whatever, which is normal.
Yeah.
You know, they would like kind of confide in us or whatever and like, you know, did you guys have these problems kind of thing?
Right.
Not saying we didn't have problems by no means.
Oh, absolutely not.
But like we had been with each other for so long because we were married, 6 years when we got married? I mean, we had been dating for 6 years when we got married.
I think 5.
5 or 6. And it was all through high school. So like, I mean, we pretty much knew everything about each other. We had just never lived with each other.
Right.
So there was a lot of things that we had like kind of already figured out. You know what I'm saying? But obviously we were with each other pretty much all the time, every day, all day, at night. And one of us would just leave and go to our respective houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. So, what is the biggest challenge in your marriage?
Probably having Ivy.
Yeah. Like being parents.
Yeah, being parents. Yeah.
Like, because it's something, it was new.
It was new, and we've been together. We've been together for so long without it, with basically no responsibility. And then you have like basically the greatest responsibility.
Me?
No, Ivy.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you were saying.
No, like we together have the greatest responsibility.
Yeah.
Like going from no responsibility one day, and then the next day you have a newborn child you have to take care of.
So it's just, honestly, it's like learning to love each other in different ways, and if you know, you know. Do either of you ever get jealous, and could you explain why not? Honestly, I wouldn't say we do anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time that, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video about early high school, it was just very toxic. And, well, our relationship wasn't toxic. Parts of it were.
Yeah.
The jealousy part was toxic, you know?
Yeah.
For me personally, like, just seeing how, like, growing up and seeing how I perceived that men treated women and whatever, I just found myself always being super insecure. And so that obviously played a part into our relationship. And so I would just get jealous at silly, stupid things. I mean, he was such an angel, and I'm so glad you stayed with me.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously I was still sweet and stuff, but I'd have moments that I would just be, like, so insecure, and, you know, that just became toxic.
Yeah.
But that was before I formed a deep relationship with Christ and found my security in Him. So now in our marriage, no, there's no jealousy, but I think it's because we don't do anything that would cause that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Like, we don't text people the opposite sex that we don't know about, obviously. And we just, I mean, there's so much trust that has been built.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, do you get jealous? Has filming the trying to catch each other on the other camera affected the intentionality of marriage? Ooh, that's a great question.
I'm gonna have to read that one. That had a lot of big words.
Okay.
I mean, no. Because, like, I'm telling y'all, like, literally 99.9% of the stuff that we film and put on TikTok is stuff that we've done since we've been together. Mm-hmm. I scare you less now than I've ever scared than ever in the past. Mm-hmm. Probably because we have Ivy. Like, I can't just scream in the house all the time. Mm-hmm. But I used to scare her multiple times a day. So that every shopping video where we're shopping, I'm telling Devin she can't buy it or whatever, that's every day of our lives, whether it's filmed or not, literally.
Yeah. And he's not controlling. He does not control me and tell me
Here's the thing about that. A lot of people get mad about that. But, like, Devin doesn't have access to the bank accounts. We have the same bank account. She doesn't have the app on her phone.
That's my fault. I just haven't gotten it.
Right.
So I could.
She genuinely has no clue. She don't know if we have $10 million or $3 in our bank account. I mean, yeah, that's obviously not the case, but I'm just saying she has no idea how much money. Yeah. So that's why she's always like, "Can I get this?"
Because
it's not like her asking me permission.
He handles all the bills.
Yeah. It's not really her asking me permission for her to buy something. It's really her asking me, do we have enough money for me to buy this? But it's
a respect thing too. Like, I'm not just gonna go blow all of our money.
But like she said, like, I pay all the bills. Like, so I know, like, how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. So that's why she's like, do we have enough money, like, this week or this month or whatever, for me to buy this and us still be able to pay our bills? That's what she's asking me.
This became into a whole spiel. We, like, totally
well, I know, but we just get so much hate for, like,
we do. So we feel like we have to address it because I feel bad for him because he's just filming and he is the sweetest creature ever. And so, like, right after he stops filming, I'm walking to the checkout with whatever and he don't say anything about it.
Right.
You know, like, it's just like, if you want it, get it.
I couldn't tell you when's the last time Devin's wanted something that we haven't gotten it. You know?
But so back to the intentionality part. So, like, the lovey-dovey stuff you see and, like, all of that still happens.
Yeah.
Like, there's just moments that we're like, oh, we need to film a TikTok. So, like, the other day you call me in there and hugging me and stuff.
Right.
That happens all the time, but obviously we don't film everything we do. But so no, to answer the question, no. Now, if it ever does get to that point, like, it'd be different if, say, you did that video but you never do that. I would be like, why? That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, I would be upset about that and be like, that's just for show. But I don't question it because we do that off the camera.
Right.
So I would say no, but I can definitely see how it could affect that.
Yeah.
But we just remain intentional. So, and we're not naive, like, knowing it could happen. So we just having that in our heads. I feel like it makes us even more intentional off camera.
Yeah, yeah. And we're not, like, gonna, like, we haven't and won't put out anything, first of all, that doesn't line up with, like, our everyday lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
just
what you're saying.
us.
It's like, yeah.
I don't want people that know us.
I'm not gonna go out of, well, here's another thing too, is, like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to do something that is gonna, you know what I'm saying?
That you wouldn't.
That I wouldn't normally do to film and blah, 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 like, just for views. You know what I'm saying? That's just not us.
All right, so last question. You want to do that one?
Pros and cons to getting married young. Love y'all so much.
Love you, MCOLL McCall _05.
Underdash.
Underdash?
We're gonna call it an underdash.
Well, what is it called?
An underscore.
Oh!
Okay.
Pros, just
Not many.
pros is just like living together, doing life together at such a young age, like growing up together and all that, and it was just fun. I can see it's not for everybody, I feel like.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. But it worked for us. And cons, I would say,
Like, we were both still in college, so
figuring out financial stuff.
right, we had basically very little money to live off of, kind of thing.
And that was a very challenging, but
Right. Work, full-time work, full-time school,
almost
and being married.
kind of like, I guess, worrying for the future. Like, are we gonna be able to afford things?
Right.
Are we gonna be able to have a child and support them? And so that would be a con, but pro for us outweighed the con because we were gonna make it happen regardless because we just wanted to be together, get to cuddle every night, you get to be romantic all the time. Just it was fun.
Grot Tim.
But anyways, okay, so that is it for our Q&A. Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you had a fantastic day. And like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace out. Bye.